And all these jail beating cases raising questions about the behavior of Denver deputies. 7 News first to expose how in 2006, 24-year-old Emily Rice was allowed to die in the jail. Her calls for help ignored. Her family fought for change in the jail, and tonight they are talking only to 7 News reporter Jennifer Kovaleski, questioning whether those changes were followed.
It's a kick in the stomach as far as what was fought for Emily.
Meet Diana Hellstrom.
I try to remain very strong and very focused in Emily's memory.
The aunt of Emily Rice. 8 years ago, her niece died here inside the Denver jail. Booked there for a DUI. She bled internally after this accident. The injuries missed by doctors, her cries for help ignored by deputies. But her death was not supposed to be in vain.
Feels like they don't learn from past mistakes. Where does it stop?
She's talking about what happened to Jamal Hunter. But let's stop this video and back up several days. Now this is where Emily's case and Jamal Hunter's come together.
It's sickening.
As a result of Emily's death, her family fought hard for these, a list of nearly 24 new requirements jail staff were supposed to follow, known as Emily's protocols.
The reason those protocols were put in place is so that those things may not ever happen again, like what happened to Emily.
These changes included an electronic tracking system to ensure deputies properly perform their rounds, continuous recording of the jail surveillance cameras, and monitoring of those recordings by jail staff.
We feel that if the things were put in place that were fought for, Emily's protocols, that those things may not have happened to Jamal Hunter here in the Denver jail.
Hunter's lawsuit now settled, raising questions about whether those protocols were ever even followed. Let's go back to where we stopped that video. Watch closely. This part shows what appears to be the deputy using his wand to quickly perform his rounds. Inside cell 103, inmate Jamal Hunter, screaming for help while other inmates brutally attacked him. The video also appears to show the deputy did not properly look inside each cell. And these scenes appear to support the allegations in Hunter's lawsuit, claiming the deputy's failure to conduct a proper round seriously jeopardized Mr. Hunter's safety.
Jamal also cried for help for a very long time, and that went unanswered.
Emily's parents won a $7 million settlement from the city and Denver Health. But for the family, Emily's protocols were far more important than the money.
We're finding that out 8 years after Emily's death. It's still not over.
Taxpayers, again, writing another multi-million-dollar check, this time to Jamal Hunter, for yet another failure inside the Denver jail.
And I want an answer, the family wants an answer as to why they weren't followed and honored like they promised they would.
We wanted to know if Emily's protocols were in fact in place at the time of Hunter's attack. The city's attorney's office telling us they will not speak about specifics of the case until Hunter's $3.25 million settlement is finalized next week. In the newsroom, Jennifer Kovaleski, 7 News.
And we promise you 7 News will continue to track the ongoing investigations at the Denver jail. You can review all of them right now on the 7 News app and thedenverchannel.com.